Ready to go?
Okay, so we have loser semis, Neuron versus ADCT. ADCT is playing Puff while Neuron is playing Fox. A classic matchup, and on Battlefield. They are arguably both at kill percent right now. This Jigglypuff's really light, but Jigglypuff can land a rest and take the stock off of Fox immediately. CD trying to find the opening, landing the aerials in. Neuron is trying to get that grab. Because as we all know, up throw to up air is the perfect move against Puff.
If you have a good team, it's so fun. I was like so upset too because I was bragging. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at League.
Oh,
Cold 5.
He's like, oh yeah, DI away from that.
In Masters, like a couple days ago, I was like,
that's probably the best option when you're caught in one of those lead-ins.
The only team game I'm good at.
Nice up there.
I used
got drilling.
Oh, really?
It was a hard read right there.
Yeah, I know.
You got ABC just dancing all over Neuron. Neuron trying to win against as much as possible, and Neuron is now in the lead. But since he's at high percent, ADCD can take it back just really fast.
There was like
right at the back air end. Missed the opportunity to edge guard. Got another back air. This could probably do it. Nope. Alright, got the nair. Alright, that's probably gonna do it. Very bad edge guard attempt right there. But got the throw. That's gonna do it. Jigglypuff's forward throw at first looks like a really silly move since it doesn't do that much knockback. But once the damage gets up, it's a nightmare. You don't want to get grabbed and thrown by Jigglypuff. Nice tricky way to get back on the stage by ADCD. Just floating around, not trying to risk throwing a random aerial out and getting punished for it. Nice grab. Not gonna do the Spacey Slayer.
Wait, Arrow, do you post this on YouTube? What are you doing?
It's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to split it up and then send it over to just to upload it on the channel.
Oh, sounds good.
Oh. We just got into a little conversation and it got 2-2 and I missed what happened.
He wallet paid me and then I up smashed him. Easy game. A shield drop, no John's left.
All of the pain with an up smash. Classic moves, that's for sure.
Yeah. When you put it all on the line,
Snuck in a quick up air.
how did I not kill?
Gonna take a 7.
He tip for up tilt because it's hot fucking rifle. I get tip for up tilt with my box. I'm like, middle.
All Neuron just has to do is just rack up some damage because Jigglypuff being a light character died very early. And just as he just showed, yes, all he needed was the damage.
I mean, I'm on the team perspective. I mean, like, I don't think it's like.
Neuron is just trying to cover up all of the ADCD's options right now. ADCD was trying to do the bait game. Trick Neuron into throwing out a random attack and punish him for it. And ADCD unexpectedly flew off the stage right now, but didn't get punished for it. Snuck it in there, gonna get the edge guard. Yep, just as I said. It looks hard, but ADCD can bring it back as long as he avoids the up smash. Neuron was trying to read him and drop out the shield right there. ADCD knew better. And that's gonna take Neuron's gonna take game 1. As this is losers semis.
No bans, it's 3 to 5.
Yep. As this is semis 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 matches do not allow 1 stage ban. So ADCD can counterpick wherever he can counterpick for now, as he is not in effect of being stupid. Alright, so we're going to Fountain of Dreams, which has a relatively higher ceiling for Jigglypuff, but Neuron surprisingly switches to Falco instead of Fox. You don't really see that many Falcos against Jigglypuff, from what I've seen so far. But I know that Falco, his shine has a set knockback that launches his opponents into the air. So if you can, if possible, just try to get Jigglypuff into the air and hit her with a shine. That could definitely be a kill. ADCD is leading by 1 stock. Less than 1 minute has passed by in the round, and he's already shown a lot more improvement than from the last match. That's for sure. Oh, he got the forward smash lead in. It's not that often to see the Jigglypuff just try to read in a forward smash like that. Only if it's guaranteed. Alright. ADCD is looking much more dominant than he was in the last match, that's for sure. Use the neutral B to get back on the stage. When you don't expect it, that neutral B is a very hard move to counter. But that's if you don't expect it.
Like the progression.
Alright, got the neuron, managed to take the first stock.
I don't really know.
So,
How's it going?
not too bad.
Alright, so
Open out the competition.
we have Neuron versus ADCD, loser semis. This is ADCD's counter pick.
So, was Neuron playing Fox earlier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright,
He decided to switch to Falco for the counter pick.
gotcha.
Oh, what?
So yeah, this is looking much more. ADCD is looking much more dominant in this last match. That's for sure. 3-1.
Oh, but that was a nice catch by Neuron. It looks like it's just not enough. Puff has 6 jumps, but they're all very short, and Pound only gets you so far.
That's for sure.
So, honestly, if Neuron plays safe, this is still doable. You just gotta make sure that when you get an opening, you convert as much as you can, and you don't allow any counterplay. Nicely. The good thing about Falco is Falco can just shut down any character in the game. So as long as he's moving fast and he's keeping things going, he could rack up some damage and do some work. But you see, what is it, ADCT? Yeah, ADCT is getting a lot of these small little chip hits, and that's what Puff needs in this matchup.
Go back to box then.
Of course, gets the edge guard in. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's because that's all she needs, aside from rest, of course.
I mean, against Falco, most of the time, grabbing ledge and having invincibility is all you need to see all the stock.
I'll give up.
So Neuron, Neuron won Battlefield in the first match.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Battlefield.
Yeah.
So
What a surprise.
So because of Dave's super rule, he can't pick
I
Battlefield.
think it's a smart choice by Neuron. Fox obviously having that vertical kill power. I know as a Puff player, this is a terrible stage to play on.
I'm surprised it didn't counter to Pokemon, because that not only that has a low ceiling, but it avoids the potential tech traps for most of the time. Because
Yeah,
of its
but
big
FP doesn't
stage.
have platforms. There's zero
Yeah,
tech traps.
there's no tech traps here. You're not going to be able to do that without any platform. So honestly, I think this is worse for Jigglypuff than Pokemon. that's a personal thing as a Jigglypuff player. I hate this stage, especially because like unless you have your SCI on point, like up throw up air kills so early. It's insane. Like he's near death percentage. So
Of course.
so and the other thing is if you play patiently as Fox in this matchup, you're forcing Jigglypuff to come in. You're getting chip hits with lasers, and then
Jigglypuff has no projectile.
yeah, no, the Jigglypuff's only projectile is there, and so
Well, that's not really a projectile. It's just a melee.
no, it was a joke, you know. It's might as well be a projectile. You know, you get it so far out, but
Yeah.
either way, like yeah. Things like that, that'll just happen. You know, you're just caught slipping for 1 second and you get grabbed, and that's a stock. And really, like, right here, Fox doesn't need to change anything in his game
Jigglypuff
plan.
says, "Oh, you just get grabbed, and that's the stock."
Yeah, Jigglypuff doesn't need to change anything in the game plan here. Or not Jigglypuff, Fox doesn't need to change anything. It's going to be Jigglypuff is forced to approach, forced to, you know, either get a grab, get a quick rest, or, you know, just put on this chip damage and hopefully get an edge guarded. But whereas I noticed ADCT is, you know, good at getting these little pokes in. I feel like he may have trouble actually like stealing stocks. Like you see right there.
Oops. Well, that was like 3 spaghettis. Jesus
That's
Christ.
so unfortunate. It's not like when you play a character like Fox, SDing is not an uncommon thing. When you play Puff, an SD really can't stand because
Because for
you're so used to making it back. That was good edge guard. That was a solid back throw. Just calling out the up B with the bear. And that's really okay. So we gotta
cut the ledge hog, the stall.
Yeah. And this
But
might be a reverse edge. No,
I missed a button or something. I don't know.
I noticed ADCT is not that consistent with his edge guards.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as Hungry Box makes it look, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
Hungry Box like, oh, I'm gonna edge guard every box every time, but no, it's not.
So that's another.
It's a 50-50 at best,
That's
honestly.
another stock for Neuron, and you know, honestly, like I noticed compared to what I saw the last game, he's just doing standard stuff, and it keeps working because it's Fox Puff.
Fox Puff on FD.
Yeah, it's such a familiar match that basically everyone knows how to play.
Everyone knows it. It's brutal, and that's why, like, I mean, I would never not ban Yoshi's if I had bans, but like, I've considered banning FD before just because how polarizing the stage is. Like, I know on even on Yoshi's, you have, you know, possible tech traps on platforms. You have, you know,
small wall ceilings.
Yeah, and
wall
and
blasts.
the edge guards are a lot more standard because, you know, Fox can't go too far out safely. I mean, I still ban Yoshi's every time, but this is a brutal matchup, and that was I don't really see if we're gonna see a comeback, it's gonna be one of the greatest things here so far. So I mean, really, next game ADCT is probably gonna have to find some sort of answer to this, whether it's, you know, using a stage counter pick to, and that one's it. Yeah, so whether it's using a stage counter pick to try and get a better, you know, positional advantage, or whether he wants, I don't know if he has a lot of characters. So
So I need to win this one and then play on a shit stage. Alright.
One of them playing Yoshi's.
Keep around to Battlefield. Do you want to stay Fox? On Battlefield?
You can go back to Battlefield.
No, you want a Battlefield. I want an FD. FOD, sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes, the Battlefield, right? You're gonna stay Fox?
I'm surprised he's not going to counterpick Dreamland.
oh, okay, so this is interesting.
I'm retarded. I should pick Dreamland. It's too late now.
This is interesting. So he is switching up character. He is going to Samus. I haven't seen any of his Samus yet today. I have seen like more than 2 different Samuses today. So it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to this different matchup. And notably, we're on Battlefield, a stage which Neuron won on earlier. So already looking. Yeah,
I've played with ADCD in the past, and I've seen him whipped out Samus a couple of times, and I see that he is very familiar with the Samus-Fox matchup.
Alright, yeah, and I feel like, you know, if you play Samus, you're going to be familiar with the Samus-Fox matchup. Everybody's familiar with the Fox matchup. So, it's gonna be interesting to see. He's doing some good stuff right now, and he's gotten some down smashes, and he's gotten some good protective aerials. Still even up on percent, just because Fox can kind of just do what he wants sometimes and get some 3%. But this is looking like it's gonna be a lot more even game already from that last match. So. Oh, that was a great weight. That was a fantastic weight. Just, let him land, because he probably feared the up air, so he died away.
Yeah, because Neuron is trying to utilize a lot of the
the
bait
best
and
option.
punish game.
Yeah, and honestly, when you're playing against a Samus, especially someone who may not main Samus, you can bait some bad options. Samus does have a lot of options which are highly committal, and case in point, grab. If you can get Samus to try and grab and miss, then that's going to be a solid. You can get anywhere from 50% to a stock as Fox if you really are playing. If you have your tech down, you want to get some wave shines or anything like that. But still, it's looking like there's 40% there. Just a random or charge shot that'll work apparently. And so we're still seeing a pretty even match. Very respectable on both sides. A lot good movement right there from Neuron. Yeah, that dice thing was actually fantastic. And you got a grab out of it, so it was worth it in the end.
Snuck in the up B.
Yeah, up B out of shield. That is a fantastic move for Samus against Fox, because it propels him far enough away that and it has such little landing lag that you can't really punch it.
All right, now he's taking back the lead.
Yep, he either read or reacted to a roll get up from Fox forward smash that'll cover it. So now he's got Neuron finds it, simple way to take that stock, jab up smash, that'll do it. Looked like he was trying to DI the jab up and away a little bit, which is the correct way to do it, but I don't think that he could get enough to avoid the up smash. So just up in both ways at the moment. Really, I don't think Neuron wants to get stuck on those platforms, because that's where you can see Samus, they get their downers, they get their interesting tech options. And right here now, he's in an edge guard position. Oh, that's Battlefield coming into play.
If there's one stage that Spaceys can't really do their recovery options as perfectly as the others, it's Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield's very difficult, and that's something that's kind of underestimated. I'm guessing. I mean, besides I've seen a lot of Spaceys SD, and that was a nice little string right there by Neuron to bring it back to exactly even. One stock apiece. This is going to be interesting to see what happens. This is potentially the last game for adct in this tournament. So look forward to see what he does. Maybe we can get a game 5 here.
Got the B air in.
So good recovery by Neuron. He's back on stage and fighting, but he's getting hit by a lot of these stray aerials, these nairs and bears. So, that was really good. Forward air to down smash. Back air might seal it. Yeah, up tilt, classic edge guard, and that's going to be it for game 4.
What stage are we going to?
So we got the final stage, game 5.
It's going to be an interesting.
It's
going to be an interesting counterpick situation for Neuron because
he can't counterpick to FD.
No. I'm sorry. I meant Pokemon Stadium Jeez.
So,
I'm not gonna let you go back to FD or Battlefield. Pokemon Trail.
Okay, so they're going to Pokemon Stadium.
Kind of
Pokemon Stadium.
I don't really want to play Fox on Pokemon, but I also don't want to play some.
It looks like Neuron is probably going to change his characters.
What's her face? What's his face with the sword?
As a Puff
they'll fucking
player,
suck.
you're going to normally be pretty comfortable with
I don't want to play Game Watch, I'll just fucking lose.
Fox
So,
matchup,
I'm gonna cheat.
on a stage like that, like
No, I'm gonna say
Pokemon, which is where they're going.
Wait, let me think for a minute. This is hard.
It's going to be very difficult. Low ceiling, you have all the transformations that benefit Fox. It's really difficult to get anything done. So,
Samus?
Yeah.
So I started the game as a Game Watch main, then I moved to Samus, then I moved to Sheik, and I'm
yeah, he's listed off a bunch of characters that he might play, so let's see what's going to go on.
I can't do the
I
missile
know
thing, so I can't play Samus
ADCD,
Pokemon.
like, even I personally do not really know
Hop on Pokemon's
if he
garbage.
ever, like,
I'm just gonna say Samus.
if he ever has a true
Alright, him and your
main,
Marth
like,
and your fucking.
like
yeah.
I had to play
Anyway,
against
everyone does
Sheik
it.
and Puff
Everyone plays, like,
against
12
him
characters.
today,
It's
and
2016
like,
now.
I have no idea if he ever has a consistent main.
Alright, well, we're seeing Samus Marth, and that was a quick 40% by ADCT. That was a nice little string there. But, I mean, I feel like Neuron's going into this knowing what he's doing. I don't think he'd switch to Marth without, feeling very comfortable in the matchup. And, and that's an unfortunate ST right now at the very beginning of the game by ADCT. But, I don't think you go into a matchup saying, switching your character. I feel like Neuron's mostly been playing Falco. So,
Anyone know the sets for?
2-2.
2-2.
I feel like you wouldn't see someone switching to Marth unless they feel like they kind of know what they're doing in this matchup. Marth versus a floaty character like this, you can get just basically chain forwarders. The difficult part's going to be killing, where you either get the off forward smash, and good charge shot actually right there.
And of course, like, Samus has the projectiles and Marth lacks them.
Yeah.
So if she wants to play defensively off the other side of stage, she can definitely do that.
Yes. However, for Marth's situation, it is easier than a lot of other characters to deal with projectiles. He has that sword. He can pretty much swat away any missiles.
And if he tries to use a close range projectile, he can counter it.
Yeah, he could counter or just swipe through it, and maybe it'll hit ADCT as well. So we have this is the fire transformation. We're gonna see. Oh, yep, and he sees that up B, not snapping the ledge, and Marth main's gonna get that. So really, right here, what he wants to do is he wants to do it
There's
exactly.
an absolute nightmare of a class.
He wants to just build up as much damage as he can using those, just solid bears and basically challenging ADCT to actually, take the stock. That down smash won't do it. Beautiful air dodge. He pretty much read that charge shot, and he's back, so he's got a little bit more time to see if he can play more damage on ADCT. That down smash still doesn't do it. Fantastic DI and he's getting 1%, so this is going to be do or die right now for ADCT. Finally, he takes the stock, but he's almost down a full one himself.
But Marth struggles with characters who have high percent on them.
Yeah, Marth here, he wants exactly what just happened. He wants a random, tipper forward smash or an edge guard situation, which is
or lead into an up tilt.
And that is good right there by Neuron, noticing that neither of those two upbeats did snap the ledge. It's super hard to do that with Samus. It's a very odd distance that it travels, so good job by him. I think that might have been one of the appeals of Marth in this matchup. The edge guard is a lot easier than, let's say, Fox. Fox has options, but he can't just stay on the ledge and spam options like down tilt or F smash the way that Marth can. And we're back on the fire transformation, which last time, I think it was pretty easy between the two. But we see almost a stock and a half lead right now by Neuron, so this is really ADCT's chance to pull something out of somewhere. And he grabs the tree.
So he's trying to do the extended grapple.
Don't give up my secrets, Matt.
Everyone knows it.
You'd be surprised. Extender, yeah. You know it.
Alright, so we're back to normal after that brief interlude. Really, I think what Neuron wants to do is just try and seal it out of the stock. I think if he gets to it himself.
Extender!
Oh, and there he goes. He lands it, and he shouts along the way. He is happy. Honestly, I think he can go to sleep at night. Yeah,
Extender
with
though.
a random tipper, but he got the extender. So good job.
That's all that matters.
Good job to Neuron for winning that match.